We've all had days where we feel like we've done everything perfectly before God. These are the days when you're kind and generous, when you pray, and it seems like you've done everything right. Yet there's still that tiny voice in the back of your head asking, is it really enough? We spend our lives trying to prove our worth. We do it at work, we do it with our families, and eventually we start doing it with God. We treat our faith like a performance review, constantly checking the boxes to see if we've finally earned a pass for the day. But here's the truth of it all. Being made righteous before God is not something you earn. It's actually something that's freely given. And while you think that might sound weird, it's actually the best news you'll ever hear. Most religions tell you that salvation is a ladder you have to climb. But real Christianity says it's a gift you simply receive. The difference is everything. In Romans chapter 4, verse 4 to 5, it says, "Now to the one who works, wages are not credited as a gift, but as an obligation. However, to the one who does not work, but trusts God, who justifies the ungodly, their faith is credited as righteousness." Think about that. If you work for a boss, they owe you a paycheck. But God doesn't want to be your employer. He wants to be your father. You don't earn a place in a family. You're born into it. Salvation by faith alone means you stop trying to bill God for your good deeds and start accepting the inheritance He's already bought for you. Salvation by faith alone means putting not 80 or 90 or 99, but 100% of your trust in Jesus. Imagine you're skydiving. If you believe your own effort helps save you, you'll spend the whole fall frantically flapping your arms. But flapping doesn't stop the fall. The parachute does. If you're flapping, you don't actually trust the parachute. Real faith is when you tuck your arms in. It's when you say, "Jesus, if you don't save me, I'm not saved. My kindness won't save me. My church won't save me. It's only you." That is what it means to be 100% all in on Him. So today, if you're feeling exhausted by the spiritual hustle, remember Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. It is a gift. You don't have to perform for someone who already loves you perfectly. You aren't saved by the strength of your faith. You're saved by the object of your faith. And Jesus is a very strong Savior. Stop flapping, trust the parachute, and rest in God's grace. At the end of the day, the reason the Bible is so adamant about salvation being by faith alone is that any other narrative would suggest that what Jesus did on the cross wasn't quite enough, as if He did only 99% of the work and was just waiting for us to provide the final 1%. But that's not the gospel. To add our works to His sacrifice is to unintentionally disrespect the sheer power of His grace. It would be like trying to touch up a masterpiece with a crayon. The cross doesn't need a +1. By trusting in faith alone, we are finally honoring the full weight of what Jesus said. It is finished. We aren't offering God our resumes. We are offering Him our empty hands, acknowledging that He is the only one strong enough to save. When we stop trying to contribute to our salvation, we finally start to rest in the perfection of what He did on the cross. So may you walk today in the quiet confidence that you don't have to audition for a God who has already cast you as His child. May the peace of Christ, which isn't earned by your best days or lost by your worst, Guard your heart and your mind. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.